two best friends, both alike in dignity.
Nurturing phantoms and courting the muse.
The hag divines when something must die.
Yes, that was Poog.
But this is huge.
The ego loves to seek,
but never to find. It was Berlant
and Novak
the whole time. Hello.
Hello.
So we might have to get some kind of blur function if these are going to go to Instagram before I have a massive skin.
I'm always shocked when I see the
Instagram,
the videos of myself and Poog. I'm like, that is not me.
I have been telling myself, and anytime there's something I'm telling myself over and over again neurotically, not unlike you with Paris is locked in. There's something that, like, remember when I said Paris is locked in for you and you kept repeating it? I feel like anytime you have an idea that is like saving you, you sometimes like tell people,
you're in trouble.
I don't mean you, over and over again.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
So like, I've probably told the people this. I mean, the eavesdroppers this.
It's cool that we're ugly.
Yes. Okay. Like,
I agree.
That specifically, like, aren't we like maybe like the coolest girls on the internet? Okay. By being like, within our own spectrum of beauty.
The scrappy nature of this whole production is inherently punk, because anyone else with even an ounce more business sense would be probably living off Poog and have like crazy partnerships. And we just can't get it together. And that's why we can still be artists, because it's such a bizarre like roadshow act. Wait, I do have breaking news.
Yeah.
That the owners of Via Carota and Isodi, as well as Commerce Inn.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Are married lesbians.
Wait, and they always have been?
Yeah.
Wait, I thought that was known. That's not news. I didn't
fucking know that. No, it's breaking news to me.
Oh.
It's breaking news to my personal life.
No, but did you know they were connected in the cooking world?
I didn't know who these people were. I go, oh, I'm at Via Carota. Oh, I'm at Isodi.
See, that's exactly the kind of info I would think you would have.
I know. That's why I'm shocked. Commerce Inn. Pisolino. This
you're telling
is huge.
Me John Early never told you this?
Because no one cares about lesbians. And this should be front page of the news every day, but no one cares. So this is a direct plea to Rita Sodi and Jody Williams. First of all, congratulations on your lives. Self-taught chefs I'm seeing. And I would love to be brought in, and I would love to be upstayed at your home for various functions. And I would love to be a part of the culture that you've been cultivating for years.
I spent all of my money at Via Carota and Ultra Paradiso. Not them, but...
I was going to say.
But Via was during my Get on Your Knees run where I thought I was, I thought I was making money, I guess. But boy... was it dreamy. And that's where I really got my habit of brazenly ordering margaritas in Italian restaurants without shame.
Oh yeah, no shame.
I'm like, take me back. Wait, I have so much to say.
I have so much to cover.
By the way, I gotta say, this is feeling pretty good. This is like
amazing.
Just found this in a friend's home.
That's a classic face gym lymph roller, right?
Refa.
Oh, that's something else.
Which I always thought had something more.
You must have paid for that out of pocket.
There's something about this that looks like it's got technology in there, but I think
it's just design.
Unless it is something, I feel like I might have once heard from a friend that it had something to do with like the sun's rays we're getting in there. Can't be. Watch me live try to like move the face into.
Well, vibration plate I'm seeing, because as you know, I bought a vibration plate. I've been gone. I'm kind of back on it. Did 10 minutes yesterday, but that moving lymph, they say, because rebounding, the little trampoline, they're like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
But that if that hurts your knees or whatever, a vibration plate will also give you the benefits.
Right. Well, there was some stuff where I think there was some conversation about like, careful, like rebounding will cause the pelvic floor to fall right out of your,
totally. I believe it. I believe it.
I don't know if I believe it. I guess, in that trampolines don't exist in nature, maybe.
Right. But jumping on the ground has always been used to achieve a euphoric state.
And also, my mother made an announcement to me that MD Solar Science is just like she's just
good or bad. I can't even hang. I'm like,
good. Just
okay, good.
She is really locked in on that permanently, folks. It's been a few years, but
is she using the mattifying sunscreen?
Yeah.
I gotta order. By the way, I gotta order some of that.
I know.
I've
Me
gone
too.
through so many tubes of that. It's the classic thing we talk about. You forget about something, then it goes away,
I know.
and then you're like, I mean,
These
what have I been
grabbers.
using as a
There's something about these grabbers. I just want to say real quick that
the face grabbers?
they're not. It's different than the roller, and it's different. It actually, and it's not just two balls. It's. You could feel it when you pull it this way. It rolls it. It really grabs it. Like it actually grabs. You see how it's grabbing? Like, look.
Yeah, it grabs the skin.
Wait, but there's something I wanted to tell you about lymph. Oh, but bouncing on the ground. This idea of impact being good for the bones growing in strength in response to this. I'm sure I've brought this up every 2 months.
Yes.
But,
yeah.
And then like, tap, tap, tap on the bones, they respond and they strengthen.
No, they need some of the intensity, and we need listen, I'm on a full, this is a reminder anyone here so a week ago, I felt completely immobile, unable to work out or anything, whatever. And I'm here to say, first of all you need to do is take a walk. Okay,
no, not again.
But I'm
always disappointed to hear
me
this.
again with the walk. I know.
So duckbill's a team of real people. Oh. Made more powerful thanks to technology. Okay. So they're like an executive assistant for your personal life, right?
Well, here's what's crazy, and this is why I'm really excited about this. Like, perfectly. Handles exchanges, returns, home and car maintenance.
Oh,
okay?
wow. Oh, are you looking
Securing
at it?
reservations.
The examples?
Securing reservations. Helping you understand insurance policies and things like that. Securing compensation for delayed flights and travel disruptions or whatever.
So I use them for this, and dare I say, duckbill got me to the doctor.
Wow. By the way, I do have doctor's appointments to make.
I find this kind of stuff quite helpful. So I do encourage people to give it a shot and see if it works for them and explore it. I do think they make some cute ass comments on our Instagram feed, so I know they're fans, and I'm happy to encourage people to check them out. Do we have a special link or anything?
We sure do, folks. So listen to this. GetDuckbill.com. You're going to want to go there, and you're going to get 50% off your first 2 months with the code HAGS. That's 50% off your first 2 months when you go to GetDuckbill.com.
Pretty pumped about Duckbill. Definitely give it a shot, folks. Okay? Let them know we sent you to get your 50% off.
Jacqueline, I'm like you. Guess what I've been doing? Look what's on my hand.
What?
I'm you. Look what's on my hand.
Wait. You got small. Hold on. You flew away. Look what's on your hand.
Look what's on my hand.
Aura ring?
I'm back.
Oh my God. Now wait. You had the Aura ring lying around? Did you sign up?
Mm-hmm.
I was just looking this morning again.
$6 a month. $6 a month. And I have to say,
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I'm into it as I can't help it. I'm really curious about the sleep diagnostics, and I'm really trying
that
to
was
hit
going to be the
10,000
thing that
steps.
got you.
I know. And then there was this crazy thing happen where I was on the couch wearing my Aura ring,
Just have a thought
and it was like I got a stressful phone call, and then I was just after the phone call, I was looking at my Aura ring, and it goes stress detected. Like 12 minutes ago. Literally the fucking second I got the phone call.
Well, it's crazy. When I used to do the glucose monitor, and I don't want to hear any fucking shit about it from anybody, okay? It'd be like, you go on stage, literally go on stage later. It's like, oh, I walked on stage, glucose spikes because it's like flooding my blood.
The sugar of the crowd.
To give me, yeah. And then, wait, I was just going to write something down about 10,000 steps. Imagine me. Because I was just thinking, here's the thought process. God, writing things down could be huge, right? Like to remember later in the conversation. And then I thought, and then I went to like, I require writing things down. And then I went to like the pain of if I lived in a where you could only do blood on the cave wall, the chaos I would be living in.
Your own period blood. Once a month, you get to write a couple things down. You have to save it all month and then be like, what was it?
That's beautiful. Right? Particularly because, wait, this is huge. Maybe that is
what we're meant to do.
The true writing is
the blood on the walls.
The blood on the wall of...
a woman wrote the Bible. You know about this? A fucking broad wrote it. all the obsession with the Bible. This girl married that guy and this happened and they had some broad.
Wait, which
broad? Clucking in the hen house is the Bible.
Are you talking about Old Testament, New Testament?
Yeah. The stuff of like so-and-so married so-and-so and they had so-and-so and the hoo-ha and the he-he-he and they had...
Not to be, whatever, but I forgot who wrote down the Old Testament.
All I know, and again, I know nothing.
Because the new one is all disciples of Jesus, correct?
Right.
It's all secondhand, the old one, whatever.
The old one was a freaking girl.
Interesting.
That's what some people are into. And I could go deeper, but I lack the knowledge.
I have to write that one down.
Look it up if you need to. Okay, so my Aura ring has popped off.
Wait, but 10,000 steps. Wouldn't it be horrible if research came out in
10,000 steps?
However many years, right? That actually
it's detrimental.
11,000 was what was needed, and anything below 11,000 had no effect.
It was useless. They've actually found research points to a different trend that actually 10,000 is probably a little more than, if you're talking about just like just for maintenance or something, they're saying that's probably actually less than 10,000 is still okay. Let's see what I've walked today. Oh my God. I can see how people go crazy with this though. And they like
with data.
Yeah. Like, because I'm just kind of dipping in.
Yeah.
But then guess what I also got?
Wait.
I have an at-home health system. I'm developing a health. So I've got the vibration plate. Yep. I've got the high zoo. And guess what I've added?
Wait, let me guess. Is it in the realm of...
I can't remember if I mentioned
health. Wait, it is. Is it in the realm of... Is it tech or is it analog?
Somewhere in between.
All right.
But more analog.
Instapot?
Well, by the way, that did arrive 2 days ago, and I'm planning on trying it out tonight.
That's huge. I just ordered an Instant Pot to the location I'm staying in because my new this is quintessential me, right? This is quintessential me logic. And to be clear, I mean good logic that others have ignored. I'm not a fan of this whole like, girl logic or whatever. Okay. You know what I mean? Girl math or like whatever, this whole... Anyway, point is. I mean, I like spiritual logic. I like emotional logic, but, own it as such, right? Anyway, point is. I've been ordering in from this plant-based Mexican ha place, right? I'm telling you, the order...
You say ha because that's what it's called?
Yeah. I mean, J-A.
Yeah. Got it. I figured that's what you were saying, but I had to be sure.
Yeah, understandably. And... I'm telling you, when I order what I really want, like the full deal, which kind of includes like a secondary meal for later, it's like $100.
You walk me through the order?
It's like $100.
Oh, of course, it's $100. I've been getting low for 2 people.
I've been getting basically like these nachos because I love them, and as kind of this like fun lunch, and then I've been getting this secondary salad that has these chickpeas. It's like and big, lightly I guess blanched broccoli, and just this really dense whatever kind of salad. And then I'm trying to think, and then I like to get a big ass side of salsa. And then times 2, me and Chris. So you do that a couple days in a row. And then you see Instant Pot is on sale or whatever, the one, $100. And I'm going, if I'm at a place for 2 days, it actually saves me money to order an Instant Pot just for that trip. If I were at a hotel and I was willing to plug it in, that's not allowed. But if I were at a hotel for 3 days, it's like...
Wait, not allowed to plug in at a hotel?
They don't want you with cooking plates in hotels.
Right. Sure. You can't bring your little hot plate. Yeah. You can't be roasting. You can't do corn on the cob.
I heard another thing that was like the amount of underwear left in the coffee filters of hotel coffee machines.
Stop.
I hope they can't be doing it with Nespresso. Maybe that's part of the change because it's too small.
No, that's old school.
Although honestly, they kind of could do it in Nespresso because it's really the dead center of the underwear that you're worried about cleaning, isn't it?
Oh, Jesus. By the way, back on hotels and coffee, I called a hotel recently, looking which hotel should I stay at. I call, hi, can you tell me what the in-room coffee situation is? There's instant coffee.
Yeah.
But we have coffee in the lobby.
This again? This is different from
celebration.
Is this different?
This is different.
This is a new time.
Different. And then I said, what about, do you have room service? They have dinner only.
Between 4 and 6:30 p.m.
Probably. And then they go, like, we can't technically bring it up to the room to you. I didn't understand.
Wow.
Needless to say, I booked elsewhere. Huge phrase.
Actually, loving that for the t-shirt when those roll out. Everyone, Needless to say, I booked elsewhere.
Wait, you didn't guess what I bought.
Oh, yeah, thank
from
you.
At Home Health Life.
Okay, hold on. So it's sort of...
I'll give you a hint. 10,000 steps.
I was just about to say, you're going to give me a hint that's too obvious. People always do this. Wait, but what was it?
My hint?
Yeah, the hint.
That I'm trying to get 10,000 steps a day?
It's related to that, right? Oh, wait, I think I know. Oh, no, I don't know because this is definitely analog. Rucking.
Actually, I have one of those. I got a weighted vest.
All right, we'll talk about rucking soon.
It's only 10 pounds, though, and I kind of feel like I barely feel it.
I think that's the idea. You're not like weightlifting.
Although I was lifting weights the other day.
Instant muscle.
And
I mean, you're pixelated as usual, but by the way, I'm sorry, I'm thinking only in t-shirts, but
what?
You're pixelated as usual makes me laugh as
that's funny.
Both the podcast and life.
I agree.
So
it's a stepper. I couldn't wait anymore.
Sorry, thank you. What?
It's a little stepper.
Oh, I think you talked about this, like a little treadmill.
I get half off. If you want one, I can send you my promo. You'll get it half off.
Great. Thank you for jumping to.
It's not expensive. It's like $100.
A stepper. You mean like one of those walking desk kind of things?
So
you don't mean?
No, I don't.
What the fuck do you mean?
It's this.
Oh wait, I think I know what it is. No, hysterical. Okay, my dad 90s. Went through a period with those.
Fitly.
I don't know why it's so funny, but it is.
It is funny.
He went through a period with that. Maybe he had an injury or something.
I was watching couples therapy.
Okay, wait, is it?
I was like, well, I'm 60.
Sorry about all the noise, folks.
No.
I'm just trying to find a pen. It's not, we go. All right, so give us your entire thing. So you've got, right now, you got a vibration.
I've got the vibration plate. I've got the Haizu.
Okay. Mm-hmm. You've got stepper. So this is a real don't need to leave the house kind of plan, right?
And then, as you know, we have the LED light path, got the Lima. So we've got kind of
the whole overall
stuff going.
The light path.
Not to mention the higher dose sauna blanket, but these are the new items.
Yeah. No, I'm just talking about the new. And this is just recommitment to.
And listen, the stepper.
Mm-hmm.
So I know it sounds, but then I got in my head to go, you hear this 10,000 steps a day. We've been hearing this forever, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, And then I thought, well, what if instead of, because I go, what if I actually tried to, let's see how many steps I have today. What if I actually tried to hit that? God, listen to me. Guys, turn off the show if you're listening.
There are times where
I'm at 4,600 steps today.
I'm probably, because all I did was go to the cafe where I bounce my legs. And they say that, that's good too. Wait, hold on. Should I look at what mine are? Because I've walked nowhere. I've walked to the cafe and back today. Ready?
Yeah.
It's going to be low.
Okay.
1,047.
Oh, it's not bad. Jacqueline, I did hot yoga.
Oh, wow. Really?
And then guys, this is what happened to me, right? I did hot yoga and then I bought the new client special, $80 for unlimited for a month. And I go, well, here we go.
Here we go. Because first of all, the new client specials, I just want to say.
Genius. They're geniuses. They get you.
I've continued on. They work. They are correct to do it.
When did I go to yoga? 2 weeks ago.
So tell me everything. Did you think about me in Warrior?
Yes, I did. I absolutely did.
Were you like, she's right?
I did yoga a week ago. I haven't been back. It's not that bad. And so much happened in the last week. So I'm fine.
What about chair pose? Let's go through every yoga position. I genuinely think this is interesting. Thoughts on chair pose? What is that? Utkatasana? I feel like it is.
Ooh, I don't know. You're the yoga master.
I haven't done yoga in ages, except for a couple times.
Yeah, but you're still the master.
I'll take it.
You know what I don't like in yoga? And immediately I was reminded of this. So this is hot yoga, which I like, but so get in there in the room. It was a nice studio, not too crowded. Thank God. Not crowded at all, I'd say. 9 a.m. What am I, pregnant with 6 kids? Like, it's crazy to be at 9 a.m. yoga. Anyway, although I guess 6 o'clock is when the real, or anything below 9 is impressive, actually. I guess 9 o'clock is like the burn.
God, I want to be one of those people, one of the 6 a.m.ers.
I know.
So
can you imagine?
Cool.
I don't know. Okay, so.
When you eat dinner at midnight, it's tough. All right. Like I do.
So I'm down there on my back, right, in corpse pose, waiting for the class to start. And then I'm hearing this. It's always a man. Sorry, it's always a man.
Ew. What?
Heavy breathing, deep.
Really taking up space with his breath?
Like, can you fucking keep it down?
I mean, They do a lot of time
I
encourage
know,
audible
I
breathing.
know,
You
but I just
know.
find it so fucking. I don't like it.
Now,
And I know that we're all breathing in the room, but it just conjures aerosols. I'm like, so you're aerosolizing, and then also it's just I don't know. Suddenly I'm like, so now I'm like making out with you against my will.
I
'Cause you're like,
think yoga. I got an idea. You'll like this one. Yoga studio, right in front or around your mat, or maybe it's a no mat studio. It's a different kind of system.
mhm.
There's a vacuum vent that's essentially sucking air straight down. Like, oh, you know what I
Mhm.
just invented on my own? I invented that thing in planes that's above you. Basically, air distribution happening right under your own mat.
Oh,
Wouldn't that be grand?
that would be smart. That would be smart.
So wait, I just want to go through the positions. I know it's stupid, but honestly, give it to me. So chaturanga, are you able to do a goddamn push-up? You probably are. I find it quite
I
challenging.
can do like 3.
It escapes me.
It's hard. Push-ups are fucking hard.
It's like
but by the way, I feel like I'm having a revolution because I am trying to wake up my ass muscles, get it out of the quads.
You're trying to wake up your ass muscles as usual. New
It's
ass by
working.
January
Yeah,
2006.
Yeah. And the weighted vest, that's in so I've got the weighted vest, I've got the stepper. I could do the weighted vest at home with the stepper while watching couples therapy.
Interesting.
Do you watch couples therapy?
No.
It's astonishing.
You love that shit. Like, what is that, HBO?
Fucking love it. You'd think so. Very good. I'm sure HBO passed and they're regretting it. Maybe they didn't pass. It's Showtime now. Paramount. There's a new season. It's exquisite. It's unbelievable. People stay in.
I don't usually want to watch those things, but I often resist reality when it's described, and then once it's on, I'm loving it.
I think you would just love it.
Yeah.
It's so fascinating. It's like just utterly fascinating. Okay, so this morning, hang on. I've really, really been working on staying off Instagram. Listen, I'm sorry.
Amazing.
But the last couple of weeks I've been very good, just on there for a second to pop in when I need to. For example, to promote, I'm just going to do a local Los Angeles promotion. I have my own sandwich that I've collabed with Kismmet,
Incredible.
Kismmet Rotisserie.
Star and anise.
I have my own sandwich in Los Angeles for there's no star anise in it.
Sorry, I just mean, isn't that in their chicken and what gives it special flavor? There's something really specific about the flavor of that. And I once tried to identify it, and John Early said he thinks it might be that. Anyway, go on. Sorry.
Well, I have a collaboration pita sandwich, all benefiting Churla for the month of July, which is the Coalition for Humane Immigrant Rights. So if you're in Los Angeles and you're as, horrified as we all are by ICE, Churla does great work. You can get the pita. It's a cob. So I'm sorry if you're vegan. You're not going to eat this.
Kismmet is not going to be.
But it's so good. But go to Kismmet. Your friend can get the cob. They have amazing vegan, vegetarian options.
You could also probably get the cob. Just, I don't know. Can't you just say, I want my sandwich to go to the Kate?
I don't know. I don't know.
You better get that
I think you have
cob.
to order that sandwich.
All right.
But it's fucking delicious. And I truly had it today for lunch, for fun. Swinging by, getting my sandwich.
Dream.
Can you imagine?
Larry David dream,
I know. It's the dream. And then, by the way, across the street from Kismmet is my new hyperfixation beverage, which is, and I know I'm late to the game, Kettle Matcha. They sell it online. They have a store in New York. They have one in LA. Getting the Kettle Matcha soy latte.
What's the business called? Kettle Matcha?
Kettle. Kettl is this kind of high grade.
But
matcha.
Where do they serve it? At a
brand,
at
whatever.
A store called Kettle?
They have a shop in New York. They have a shop in LA.
Not a cafe.
Cafe. Sorry, I'm saying shop. Cafe. Gorgeous cafe.
Okay,
in fact,
interesting. I wonder.
I've been like 3 days in a row, and I'm driving 20 minutes to get it. That's how good the matcha is.
That's interesting because I've actually been doing matcha
for it
for the last couple of days.
I got to make it at home.
Just matcha at Joe, but
really, I have to.
By the way, I really appreciate the hags who said hello in the New York in the neighborhood. The hags
always say hello.
That
always
one
say
hag
hello.
even said like you said to say hello, And
of course.
Doesn't matter how focused I look. I'm always focused. Doesn't matter if I'm under my special headset.
Always tap. Always say
because,
remove the headphones.
Boy, does it give me a boost.
No, we need it so bad. We need it so fucking bad.
Yes.
By the way, sorry. So I was saying popping up to promote the sandwich, but then also, so this morning I popped onto Instagram and I see in classic form, they're feeding me a recipe, someone at home making something. And I go, I'm going to do it. So this is.
You're going to do what? The recipe?
make this thing, which is an egg white fluff. So
I can't believe you're able to get your ass to do a recipe. I just cannot bring myself to.
Recipe's a strong word for what this was. It was so easy, but it did involve me busting out the hand beater.
Wow.
Like the egg beater, electric thing. And I was like, that might be too much. That might push me over the edge. Yeah, having to plug in. Yeah, I was like, oh, fuck. But listen to me. And this is very like keto, whatever thing. But it's an egg. So it's like a big fluffy. I'm just going to say it fucking worked and I loved it. And
I see. I know where this is going.
You egg beat.
I know
3
this.
egg
Cloud
whites
bread
to form peaks. You make cloud bread.
Yeah. Literally, guess who's known about cloud bread for 8 years? Of course. I'm just saying.
You. Did you make it though?
No, I've never had the courage.
So there's the bread that I feel like is weird because it needs certain additives, like special like things. This is only the egg whites, a little baking powder, cinnamon,
and you're
vanilla,
like it's protein bread. I imagine is how they sold it to Cape Berlant.
It was a pancake. Like I wanted a pancake. Look at it does not look good.
Will you send it to me? I think everything looks good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. But this is, I have to say, I loaded it up with some Greek yogurt, some berries, some monk fruit.
Why am I laughing?
Syrup. And I was moaning.
That looks delicious.
I was moaning like a cat on a hot tin roof.
That looks delicious.
Okay,
I guess
you're being generous.
No, I'm like staring at it going,
I'll make a better one.
Luckily, I'm just trying to think. I'm like, wait, but I don't eat egg whites. And then it's like, oh, right, I know. I could just make a pancake. Not that you're trying to avoid
chickpea
bread,
or whatever.
But the point is, like,
totally
mix.
No, this was just a fun idea. I also sent you a meme because I was like, isn't there something really cozy and relaxing when a meme really makes you laugh? Okay, and you're like laughing.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, so I was like, stressful week.
Wait. You sent me a meme. Hold on.
Will you describe it for the listener?
Yes. Is that Pedro
I have 2
Pascal?
really good ones.
Okay.
Yeah. For whatever reason, yeah.
He appears to be lying on his back.
But you could take him out of it.
Oh, you think that's irrelevant?
Actually, no, you're right.
It's not because it's not a traditional.
It's irrelevant to my enjoyment of the meme, but yes.
It appears like he's lying on his back.
He's on the ground. Yeah.
And then his head is lifted up almost and smiling to look at his phone. I suspect he was actually taking a photograph in that moment. Anyway, but irrelevant.
You're smart. God, you're smart.
It creates a nice baseline for the quote, the caption, me in my bed taking a survey at 3 a.m. to see what kind of pasta I am.
Oh, no.
Wait, what?
No. Okay, no. It's just funny. It's just, no. It's just funny to like, this is actually really, this is really powerful exercise because it shows the way it doesn't fucking work. Because the whole context of enjoying a meme is you're in bed, you're laying down, you're like supine. It's not about oration. It's not about dictation. You have to see it and you have to come across it in like the hellish scroll.
Totally.
Do you know what I mean? Like that's part of what it is.
Right. You are in it while...
You can't hang them on a wall. You can't hang them on a gallery wall.
Although the memory of where we're meant to perceive them could actually put them on the wall, but...
It only emerges in the chaos.
Yeah, I think memes fucking rock. Okay. And they will be. Wait, ladies, don't let no man who drinks matcha raise his voice at you. You talk to him woman to woman.
That's funny. Naomi found that.
Yeah, Naomi like is in the like catches memes.
They're my youth correspondent. Yeah. No, but memes have replaced contemporary art 100%.
Correspondent is funny because I know what you mean by it, but when you say like the, White House correspondent, whatever, it's almost like they're reporting no, I guess it is. It is. Sorry. I had to walk through the metaphor.
They're reporting to me, the youth.
I've had some hot summers in my life. I have to tell you, Cozy Earth sheets are so cooling. I know this is an ad, but I'm here to tell you this was my authentic experience to getting into my bed after Cozy Earth sheets. What? Oh my God. I was moaning. I could not believe the comfort. I was like, well, I need these sheets for the rest of my life.
I know.
And I was already panicking because I famously have a queen size bed, but I'm looking to upgrade to a king in the next half a year. And I'm like, well, I need the king. I need the
Yeah.
king, the Cozy Earth king.
I have a king.
They are so comfortable. They're absolutely beautiful. And listen, you can have a risk-free purchase, Cozy Earth. They offer an 100-night sleep trial. Try Cozy Earth sheets during the hottest nights of the year. If you're not in love, return them hassle-free.
Get ready for cozy days. Don't miss your chance to score Cozy Earth's biggest discount of the year.
From July 11th to the 13th, head to cozyearth.com and use code HAGS to get up to 45% off best-selling, temperature-regulating sheets, apparel, and more. Don't forget, this deal ends on July 13th. Sleep cooler, lounge lighter, stay cozy at Cozy Earth. Have I already talked on this podcast about how I've been wearing a headset in public?
No.
Full gamer headset with a big ass floating.
For phone calls?
For everything, yeah. For just dictation, like, you know.
Floating what?
Oh, the floating like microphone in front of the face.
Oh,
like a
yeah.
True headset hound. I'm not
So
the first
funny.
to introduce them in the Joe Cafe.
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe you're on a stepper.
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. We are where we are.
I have something from Movie Club,
yeah?
and someone did tag Godzilla -1 and say, like, holy shit, this was amazing. Still waiting for you to watch. Perfect summertime movie.
Well, what was interesting, I was almost disappointed when I realized that it was a Japanese film, right? I was like, oh, no wonder it's good. I thought it was some American, like,
slop,
trash film that then was actually amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm almost disappointed to know that it's known as a good.
Those almost don't exist anymore.
Right.
There was a great era of that in American cinema, the trash film that actually was good because there used to be some kinds of standards. Now they're almost entirely unacceptable, every last one. I don't know when the last good American trash film was. I couldn't tell you with a gun to my head.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I believe everything has a chance.
I hardly believe, but I think they still are making some. Well, yeah. But here I want to submit this to Movie Club, and Jacqueline specifically. I need to know if you've seen this.
I want to guess. Just kidding.
Have you seen Ari Aster's masterpiece, Beau is Afraid?
I literally haven't, and I'm humiliated. And I did hear.
Okay, so this is great news because you can. No, listen to me.
So
I just want to say quickly.
Not seen something, isn't it?
It's not. No, this is a no.
Yes.
I'm a huge fan of his, all his work. This Beau is Afraid is my favorite of his films, and I'm a big fan. But so it's, but I would have to say that one's the one for me. And I saw it in theaters. When I tell you, for the first hour or whatever, because it's kind of, there's some different kind of segments in a way.
Amazing.
I was cackling, and I mean loudly, laughing in a way where I became self-conscious. People thought I was performing laughter.
Much like me at your show. And I still feel bad about that. It couldn't be helped.
No.
Me screaming.
No, that's great. It's so nice. No,
anyway,
I love it.
No, but here's why. You say, I look it up and I just see American surrealist tragic comedy. And I go, well, yeah, like, holy shit. Like, that gives language to something like that I want to from now on be like, so I'd like to make an American surrealist tragic comedy.
Yeah. Don't read anything.
Because, like,
don't read anything.
There it is.
I'm not.
No one
don't watch a trailer. No one do anything. Just go watch it. But I knew Naomi would love it. When I tell you, they were screaming. Like there's things that were making them like
the best feeling.
Truly, I almost started filming them, like howling.
That's the best.
There's unbelievable comedy. Howling. And by the way, and I have an announcement, which is, and this is, I'm really saying this. There isn't another film. There's nothing that I've ever consumed in my life that produces the anxiety of this movie.
Oh,
and
my
it's
God.
the kind of anxiety, and that's how successful it is.
Wow.
Like, I've never related. I like watching difficult characters, right? Like, okay, take it from the comedy. David Brent in The Office, right? Lisa Kudrow in The Comeback. People go, oh, I just can't watch. It's so hard to watch. I just can't watch. And I've never related to that.
Why?
Yeah. And I'm like,
you're like,
it's hilarious. Like, what?
Yeah, it's like, you understand that's exactly what's
and part
funny.
of me, I'm like,
yeah,
really?
Yeah.
You really can't watch it? Or whatever.
Right.
But some
like,
people really do have come to learn, find it too difficult, too painful. Joaquin Phoenix in this it's such a remarkable performance. And it is.
Oh, do you mean you actually experienced the anxiety of almost like what people are talking about, like the whatever secondhand embarrassment or whatever? Like,
it's this tragic comic figure, but there's times where you really feel the difficulty of his like unique subjectivity and how it is I'm going to go even further and say it is,
Yes.
I would argue,
Holy
maybe
shit.
the only effort on the part of a
Oh, here we
filmmaker
go.
to in any way try to reflect back the moment in which we are alive.
Oh, is in this current moment.
Yeah.
Or, current decade or whatever.
Yes. Or just like
2023.
everyone,
Wow.
and he's also doing this in his new movie. And everyone's like, oh, well, we really want to talk. Don't we want to watch a movie to escape? Don't we want to get out of this hell? Sure. But I would argue
Yeah, sure.
the only way out is through. And also,
reality is medicine.
and also it's actually unbelievable when you see kind of your situation reflected back to you.
Yeah,
Or
catharsis.
someone trying to make sense of it.
The true
Anyway, please
job
watch
of
it.
drama.
I'm submitting it to Movie Club, and I really think, but I'm also like telling you, I don't want to see your phone in your hand when you're watching this, everyone. This is not a phone watch.
I thought you meant me, and I was
we
gonna
have
say,
enough of those. No, I meant
worry
everyone.
not.
I'm saying though, we have enough of those. This is a phones down. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, last thing I'll say, in this goddamn world, oh, it's 2.5 hours. I don't want to hear it. I just saw Eddington, which I loved. I'm sitting there. It's what, 2.5 hours?
I haven't seen it.
I'm telling you this. I'm never going, let's hurry up. Let's get through it. What's next? It's like, and if at the very least, a huge huge accomplishment, which is imagine 2.5 hours where you're not thinking about your life. I would argue then what you've done is a success. And people go, oh, well, that's, Marvel movies. No, you're thinking about your life. I'm going, where's my car? I'm thinking about what I'm having for dinner. Actually, no, I'm not. 'Cause I'm not even in the fucking seat for that shit. That being said, I'm available.
Wait, you're not even in the fucking seat for which shit?
To play a crazy cashier.
Wait, sorry, I lost you at the end there.
I was making, how could you have followed it? I was making a pretentious comment.
Usually I don't. Usually I'm right there. Yes.
I was making a pretentious comment.
Yes.
About the fact that I don't see those films in theaters.
Right.
The last one I saw Guardians in the Galaxy, the first one in theaters. When was that? 2004? Like, I feel like
hard to say.
That was the last time I was like, hey, they're having fun up there.
Sorry, I just heard a sound and I got scared. I live in constant terror. All right.
Yeah, totally. I want to make a comment on that, the constant terror, because something I am that you are not is a gasper, gasping.
No, I'm a gasper.
Do you do that? Oh, because I am, my mother is the hugest gasper, and my whole childhood is like my mom and my dad. Like,
they say it's an ADD thing.
What?
They say it's an ADD thing because you're kind of being like woken from hyperfocus on one thing. Like, I gasp.
Yeah.
Chris is like, why are you surprised that the person you live with walked into the room?
Yeah, completely.
Totally. I mean, he doesn't talk like that or sound like that, but I mean, he's raised that point.
Well, when you live with a crazy bitch, yeah. Of course. No, it's a classic.
Like, I shouldn't be surprised to see him.
I remember hearing or reading somewhere that it's like when you're spooked suddenly or startled easily, it's of course a sign of like adrenal fatigue or like that your system is shot, like your vagus nerve is like shot beyond belief. And I was having particularly tough or like tense couple days. And I think I've even talked about this on the podcast, but I was walking with my keys in my hands, kind of like a little above my, like I was walking in stride, and I saw out of the corner of my eye, my own key that I was holding.
Oh yeah.
And like, not just gasped, I like got out of the way. I thought it was like almost like a rat, like a flying rat or something that was coming for me. And it was my own keys in my own hand. And I kind of flung my body away from my own hand. And then I realized that's not a rat.
Yes.
It's my hand.
Yes.
And I thought, well, that's a sign of adrenal fatigue.
By the way, like, signs of adrenal fatigue is like the biggest headline, like, that they've been pushing for 15 years.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, it's this point, it's like, we know we've been blowing out our cortisol.
Yeah.
But, now we just have to wait for to come around again the other way. Just like the barrier cream, like we've been, guys,
too much
created
barrier.
too thick a barrier cream.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what is I'll submit to Television Club because
oh my God, there I am gasping. Sorry.
It's deeply a me show.
I was going to say started Titan, but haven't continued. Keep going.
What?
Started Titan Submersible last night, but haven't finished.
Oh yeah, I actually received video of you watching it.
Oh yeah, me high on one weed
You didn't
gummy.
know, or you did know?
No, they filmed
gone.
me, but but it's me.
Yes,
reacting to.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Recalling Interstellar.
Wait, now what's odd is I can't remember what was in the one I watched and what was in the Netflix one, because remember I was upset that the one wasn't available, so I went running to Discovery Network or whatever it was.
Yeah.
By the way, you know about this, that I call it, I think this is funny, getting maxed, which is you're on HBO Max or Max, right?
Okay.
Okay. And you go, oh, this looks like an interesting documentary. Love a prestige documentary. You hit play. You go, this is, and then you go, oh, okay. And it's like because they bought and subsumed ID, Discovery Network, all this shit under there.
Getting maxed. That's hysterical. It ain't the Jinx.
I'm like, we got maxed.
You got maxed.
We got
You
maxed.
think it's the Jinx, but it's actually, yeah.
Yes.
Well, what's the trend? There's a horrifying trend in
Yeah.
contemporary documentaries. I find them almost exclusively on Hulu or something, where it's because it's like, now no one can watch a movie or no one has the bandwidth to tolerate anything that's longer than 10
Yes.
seconds. So they pump
Yes.
in, like, it's not even because, of course, obsessed with documentary reenactments and how pathetic they often are.
Oh, no, you better not be talking about the things in the corner that are like, have you ever thought your husband was going to kill you?
No, I've never seen that.
Tweet at us.
Try to
Whatever.
keep
Go
you
on,
in.
sorry.
Yeah. No, but it's like Hulu or something, like the conglomerate, they pump in clips from movies. So let's just say the documentary, it's like,
Yeah.
and then I realized, oh my God, I'm going to miss my flight. And then they pump in some fucking clip from a movie and it's like Clive
No.
Owen. I don't know why that's what came out.
Are you serious?
Going like, I'm
Well,
going to miss my flight.
I know why you just said Clive Owen.
Why?
Because I was about to bring him up
No, stop.
a good 46 seconds ago.
Wait. That means that, okay, this is good.
Yep.
This is channeling.
This is very
Because
good.
Jacqueline,
This
he's
is
not in
very
my
good.
life. He's not in my mind. He's not someone that is my guy at all.
I know.
You sent
I know.
it to me.
He broke through.
You sent it to me.
This is huge. This is huge.
sent it to
I
me
honor
live.
you once again. You're not coming back
Oh my God.
after this
Oh
lifetime.
my God. So, and they pump
I honor you.
in clips from other movies so that the distraction
To say go, essentially
to pepper
say
it.
go watch this.
No. Well, sure, but to pepper it with like, don't worry, it's not boring. Look, here's a clip from this one. Clip to mimic like,
Oh, that's pathetic.
oh, it's so pathetic.
I don't think I've seen that.
I've seen it in a few things, and I have to stop watching because it's like they think they're like, oh, it's a documentary, but then you realize it's actually for like the schizophrenic, like scrolling youth, I guess. I don't know. But it's not even just the youth, as we know. It's in fact the
Right.
elderly, I feel like, are even more because now they've got the phones in their golden years and they're susceptible.
I know.
And they've
to launch in retirement. Well, I was going to say the most me show ever.
okay, yeah.
I mean, I basically am him. It's like whatever. The Nick. Ever seen it? Have I brought this up before?
I almost can't on
Steven Soderbergh.
I almost on air can't admit that I haven't seen it. It's how shamed, but I have not seen it.
No, right. It rocks. We're on our second viewing. I watched it years ago. We're in New York. We're feeling this very like, let's watch stuff that takes place in old New York, whatever. And I watch it. I go, God damn. Okay. Clive Owen, star.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
Can't believe
I brought
you
him
sent
up.
me
I
Clive
mean, that's why I
Owen.
was about to bring him up.
Yeah.
Okay.
You sent me
It's
Clive Owen. I'm
everything-
sorry, but this is you sent me Clive Owen. There's no reason he'd be in my mind.
I know.
I'm almost like I need to
know.
look him up to see if he's who I think he is because I'm so bad with celebrity names.
And I wonder if even,
Yeah, that is Clive Owen.
I mean, I don't know which way is even more impressive, if you've got the right image or not, because it kind of doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, when the psychic is like, so I'm seeing my symbol for, mother's brother.
Right.
That is,
There's no reason he'd be up there.
you looked.
Yeah.
So it fucking rocks. Why? Because it's about early surgery. Okay. It's about being a pioneer of surgery, which would I not have been?
Of course.
Okay. Wildly advancing, going
Surgical
for
technique.
it, yes, it freaking rules. Okay. And I said freaking. I don't say friggin'. So I will not be misquoted. This has happened before. Occasionally
You
I
say
say freaking.
I say
fre-
freaking.
I say freaking. Freaking. Maybe. I say fucking. So anyway, the Nick, get in if you want to spend an hour with me.
I want to do that's fun. That's fun. I want to do major TV today. I was thinking about firing up the screen, firing up like it's a fucking grill, firing it up at like 5 and plug it going till midnight.
Yes.
Because
TV rocks.
Naomi had never seen The Piano Teacher, which is one of my favorite films of all time.
Newsflash.
Yeah.
Googled it earlier today going,
Have you not seen?
have I seen it?
Haneke. It's a brilliant. You can watch it on Criterion.
Because nothing was coming to mind.
So I'm like,
Humiliating.
but But Jacqueline, I need you to watch Beau's Afraid.
I'm going to.
And back to how powerful it is as filmmaking, I'm going to issue a warning because, for example, is this a movie that I would necessarily say it's not scary? Because Ari Aster made Hereditary, which is genuinely terrifying. And like,
yes.
And if you don't like scary movies, that's a movie that I'd be like, well, that's going to be too scary for you. Beau's Afraid is not scary in that sense. It's not like, but it's a testament to the filmmaking and to the performances. It actually is deeply unsettling in this way that's hysterical too.
Do you remember, like, maybe I'm assuming, but like the first time you saw Salant's Happiness?
I'm actually gonna have to almost. This is a first. This is no. This is a first for the podcast. We've been doing this podcast for years. Okay, I've never had the instinct to do the classic rip off the headphones, walk away.
Oh my God.
No, because it's like it's one of the most integral films to like my entire being.
Well, that's,
so it's one of the things like walking away.
You don't
like
know how
I
to
can't
give it big enough.
Like it's like it's like Happiness is.
Well, that's why I said, do you remember the first time you saw it?
Out of
the assumption.
You. The answer is yes.
So
I must have been
that.
16, 15.
Okay, so I really want to get
opening,
into this.
I want to say that I know it. It's I have it on DVD. You know, it's deep in there. The first scene of Happiness changed my life because I didn't know you could start a movie that way. I didn't know.
I didn't
know actor. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know.
That
we
felt
could
the same.
like.
I was in my basement. Okay, me like asking the question to tell my own tale, and there is no story. All like the story is like watching the film. But and I also, it's pretty fun. I ordered it once online. This like special poster for the film, and it literally has like this like semen on it.
Has what?
Like a semen on it, like as a reference to the semen on the wall.
God, amazing.
Okay, and so I watched it alone in the basement during my sort of like teenage awakening filmmaking. I want to be a filmmaker. Okay?
Yeah.
Still do, folks. Okay. Watching, going like, because to watch it alone is interesting. Okay. Because you're going, this is like the funniest thing I've ever seen in my whole life.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're going like, there's a purity to it because I think if you watch that with someone or you watch that with someone you don't know or whatever, I don't know what scenario I'm trying to imagine other than watching it alone. But I mean, to call the humor dark is an understatement.
No one fucking has the realest motherfucker
balls.
In the game, Todd Solondz. Or I guess Salons.
I don't know. I've been saying Salons the whole
right.
I've been saying Salons the whole time.
Yeah.
I engaged with his films, not his name.
Palindromes. Well, oh my God, that's really.
And Happiness to me is,
really
a lot of people say welcome to the Dollhouse, but I'm like happiness. I'm not dissing Dollhouse.
Dollhouse is saying, it's really hard to pick because but Happiness is holy shit.
I'm even scared, because we're in a dawn of a new day. Like I don't even think I can reference the jokes and scenes that are the funniest thing in the world. Like I can't be like in one scene.
I know. No, but it is. It's. I mean, listen, we can talk all day about the state of media, cinema, the movies that were made that could never be made now. Indie film used to exist, and it still does.
Indie film used to exist,
but it used to really exist. I saw 1 hour photo in theaters.
There's a new layer. There's always a new layer, right? The thing gets commercialized, taken, ruined. A new aesthetic must be born, where not aesthetic, an aesthetic of the marketplace, right? Now the real film's happening on YouTube or whatever. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.